Just trying to survive and learn to love along the way by Foreplay on AO3. Episode 124, Chapter 124 of Rest and Silence. Tonight's been fucking insane, and Katsuki knows it will only get crazier. What's with their class and these damn villain attacks? They're relatively safe now, but Katsuki can't get the image of those villains holding Eijirou down out of his head. Them threatening his life for their shitty senpai's compliance. The fact that he couldn't do anything. He hugs Eijirou a little tighter at the thought, ignoring the sparks of pain that ignite in his chest. Eiji doesn't complain, just leans a little closer, providing a little warmth on the cold cement. Katsuki is only half paying attention to what's going on around them. His other half is focused on making sure Eijirou is okay and staying conscious. He ignores whatever decision Izuku and his dad are having. It's probably about them running from here anyways. Normally Katsuki would object, would insist on staying and fighting, but he really wants to get the fuck away from here. Izuku gives him an understanding look, so it's safe to assume he's come to the same conclusion. The rest of their classmates join them, so while Izuku gets half and half situated on his back, Katsuki focuses on getting he and Eijirou on their feet, which is not an easy task. Katsuki is in a considerable amount of pain, much more than he's willing to tell anyone. Eijirou clearly knows about it, with the look he's giving him. While Katsuki could probably pass out from the pain, it looks like Eijirou can pass out from exhaustion. They've been through a lot tonight, and Eiji had to use his quirk for most of it. That would tire anyone out. They stumble to their feet, leaning on each other for support. If one of them goes down, they both are. It's a bit of a gamble, but there's no one else Katsuki would let him hold like this, and he doesn't want to see anyone touching Eijirou this way either. They end up at the back of the group, but not much happens on the way away from the fight. Sure, they encounter a few villains, but the insomniac is enough to deal with those. Once the group ends up at the school, they stop a few minutes. Katsuki isn't sure what's going on, but the others all look pretty hopeless, so he assumes they were supposed to meet someone here. Once they hear the familiar sounds of footsteps, Izuku's quick to make a decision and leads them into the school. Katsuki nearly yells out of frustration when they eventually end up in the infirmary. They would have been a hell of a lot less walking if they've taken a direct path there, but Izuku led them on the wild goose chase. Katsuki ignores most of what happens once they meet with the recovery girl, just focuses on not falling asleep on the bed he and Eijirou sat down on, which is easier said than done when recovery girls ignores his wishes and gives him a kiss across the cheek. It's far too easy to fall asleep with the heat of his boyfriend at his side. Katsuki wakes up to the darkness. That's much isn't a surprise, given the situation he fell in. What is a surprise, however, is the upright, cramped position he's in. After a few minutes of blinking his eyes, they have somewhat adjusted, so Katsuki takes a look around. It looks like he's been cramped under a wooden desk. Somehow, he hadn't woken up while it was happening, and that can only be a good thing for whomever put him here, especially because of who they are out here with. Right across from Katsuki sits half and half. He looks more aware than the last time Katsuki had been awake, which makes him feel slightly better about the situation. Except, he knows nothing of their situation. Why the fuck are they under a desk? Where are the others? Katsuki sits for maybe another minute before he loses patience. He's surprised he lasted that long. He crawls out from under the desk, ignoring Todoroki's mere attempts to keep him there. It gives him a much better view of their surroundings, and Katsuki places them in the infirmary. Recovery Girl's office is the infirmary, to be more precise. Katsuki creeps over to the door and finds it locked from their side, so he peers through the window and finds the room beyond disturbingly empty. There's no way the others would have just abandoned them like that, no protection. And they wouldn't have left if there wasn't danger out there. Something had to have happened. There's a creaking behind him, and Katsuki lashes out, knocking someone to the ground and holding them there. It takes a minute for him to place the red hair. What the fuck? Where were you? Eijirou slaps a hand over his mouth before Katsuki could get any louder. I was in the cupboard. I was the only one awake, so I volunteered to take that space. You guys are both too tall anyways. Eijirou whispers, much quieter than Katsuki did. Where the fuck are the others? He speaks at a much more reasonable volume this time, sitting back as he does so. They went to distract the villains. None of us are in any condition to fight right now, so they hit us here. Well, I'm in the right fucking condition now. There's no way those losers could take them on by themselves. Katsuki waits for an answer, but gets no response. He can't even see Ijirou's face to decipher what he's thinking about right now. His silence could mean anything. I don't know, Katz. He only just woke up, and I'm still pretty tired. Who knows how Todoroki is feeling? Katsuki doesn't respond. He knows that Eijirou needs to let his thoughts out. But you're right. Who knows how long the others can hold out for? Maybe we should just find them and get out of here. Katsuki grins in victory, and gets a well-deserved punch on the shoulder for it. Todoroki, let's get out of here. Eijirou whisper shouts at the other boy. He emerges from under the desk, looking far more alert and ready to fight. Katsuki is careful about opening the door. He grabs Eijirou's hand, not willing to be separated from him, and leads the way through the infirmary. There's no one around, but Katsuki still listens for a minute at the door to the hall before cracking them open. It's eerily silent in the school. The darkness is almost overwhelming, making Katsuki wish they had a light handy. As if he read his fucking mind, Half and Half holds up a hand and sets it on fire, giving them just enough light that they won't crash into a wall. Anything more would only lead the villain straight to them. The only sound their group are producing are footsteps, so the big crash makes them all jump in surprise. It's not loud enough to be in the next hallway, nor the one after that. Hell, Katsuki doesn't even know if it happened in the same floor that they're on. All he knows is that they have to locate it, and fast. The lives of their classmates may depend on it. Okay. Now we know what happened to the others, because that was like my biggest concern. But nothing big happened. I think it was just like, okay, you guys stay here, we're gonna go over there so that, so like, they could distract the villains. I think it's gonna go up from here. I think. Maybe not. Hold up. Shit, we got 3 more chapters left. It has to go up from here, otherwise, what are we gonna fucking leave on? Also, I'm gonna... I still need to view about the one-shots and stuff. Fuck. I'll see what I do. I'll see what I could do. Yeah, I'll see what I could do. I'll see what I could do because, we're rearing the end. The author still has not replied. Hopefully they reply soon. I would love to continue this series. Like, really, really would love to continue the series. How long did it take them to reply last time? Let me check. I could definitely check how long it took them to... You'll find, just trying to escape. Okay. It was almost half a year now. Go over there, go on that comment, go on that thread. Let me just see that whole thread. Yeah, whatever, comments. It's the 4th, no, it was this third thingy. There we go, here it is. It would have been faster if I just opened up the goddamn thing. Yeah, okay. Hello, what was it? Here it is. I sent it March, okay, and then they replied 4 days after. Okay, and then for this one, 31st. Ooh, they almost replied a month after. So yeah, it could be within 4 days, within 30 days. Okay. Alright, it could take them a while. I'm looking at the other ones. This one, it took them 4 days, and then this one, it took them 1 day. Yeah, so it's just whenever they check, I guess. So there is no estimated time. I'll give them a week. I'll give them 1 more week. I mean, they still have... Shit. If I record 2 videos today, they have 1, 2... They have 12 days. I think they can make it. Let's see, do I have another series that would be a short one? I'm trying to see if I have another series that's a short one that I could insert here so that they don't have to, that way you guys don't have to wait that long for the next, adaptation in this one. Let's see, content creation. Let's see. So I have a bunch of one-shots. So I could just exhaust my one-shots and ask for more one-shots. Those are easy to find. That one's long. This one's not that long. Ah, shit. No, that one's long. Okay. Most of these are pretty long. Yeah. I think the shortest ones are these. And that's what? That's 22. I think the shortest one is 21. So let's do the 21. 21 divided by 2000. Roughly 10. 10. So roughly a week and a half I could cut those ones. If I do same cut videos. Yeah, roughly 10. Okay, so if they don't answer, I'm probably gonna do coffee with sugar and crime. Coffee with crime and sugar, my bad. Or, this one's better. Best friends don't kiss, do they? But boyfriends do. Opening a tab. I know coffee with crime and sugar is a Shindeku. And then this one is a Todobaku. Todobaku's, that's a new one. Alright. I'll just have to see on which one of those two I'll do. And if not, I'll do a 1 week of one shot and then I'll do one of those short series. It's giving them as much time as we possibly can so that they can answer. And in those series I have things like, I'll do in the line here. So it would be Shindeku, then it would be a Genfic, then was another Shindeku, a Sararoki, a BKDK, another Shindeku. So hopefully, which one is this one? Why don't I have it linked on what this one is? Or this one? What are these? Alright, this is a Gen. And then that one's, okay. I don't know why I didn't link what it was. Gen, and then that one's an Ochako Toga. Oh, okay. Alright, there you go. I have it linked on what I have and stuff like that just so I could, I'm getting a phone call. I'm probably have to go to work. Alright. Yes, I do. I was getting a call. Sorry, that's my ride. I don't have a car. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.